And today we want to think about a holiday that happened in April of this year. And can you see what I have on top of my Earth Day, exactly. And Lydia Claire was sharing on Thursday her magazine that she gets, a literary magazine. Is it Spider? Lydia Claire, I think it was called Spider magazine. I used to get the Ladybug. There was Ladybug, Spider, Cricket. They're all from the same company, depending on how old you are. But she had a great poem in there, and some recipes for Earth Day cookies, Earth Love cookies, I think they were called, weren't they, Lydia Claire? So we want to show some love to the earth by playing with Dr. Seuss's story about the Lorax. Yes, I'm glad you recognize this guy. This is the Lorax, and you know the story where he speaks for the trees. Yeah, you like this one, Lydia Claire?
I got all these paper magazines.
You got your magazine? You want to show them your magazines? Yeah, show them the recipe for Earth Day cookies, Earth Love cookies. Yay! I wanted to make some for today, but I ran out of time and energy. Those look like those would be good. You use the food coloring, and it helps you to have the water and the earth, the plant, the land part, right? All right, so when we look at this good book about the Lorax, we think about how we have to be the ones that are the heroes. So we're going to do hero pose today, or warrior pose today. We have to be the people that make the choices to be green and to keep our earth healthy and strong. So as we work today, be thinking of the things that you already do that are strategies that help you to kind of take care of this earth. And if we each do a little bit, there's a great song about that. If we all join in, just a little bit, if we all join in, a little bit means a lot. And that's what we want to think about. If Foster is real thoughtful about recycling his aluminum cans, and if Lucy is real good about handing her clothes off to Goodwill or to Mission Lexington, and if Lydia Claire makes sure to pick up trash, and if Miss Brum uses water bottles that you can use over and over again, and not the plastic kind, but the glass kind or something you can use over and over, then if everybody does a little bit, then we can put all together to take care of the earth in a big way. So this story starts off where the grickle grass grows, all right? So get there with the grickle grass and get on your mat or your place you're working today, and lay down on your belly today where the grickle grass grows. All right. Wobble your hips from side to side. And then prop yourself up on your elbows and take a look at what you see in the space right in front of you. Maybe you're looking at your yoga mat. Maybe you're looking at the floor. If you do this outside, you could look at the grass and look at the bugs and the things crawling in the grass. This is called belly botany when you try it outside. In other words, from your belly, what do you see? I have some little pieces of grass on my yoga mat. What do y'all see?
I see a rug.
You have a rug? Are there, what colors? What colors are in your rug?
Gray and white.
Gray and white. So mine is purple. I see a purple yoga mat. What do you see, Foster?
A 1 and 4.
All right. How about you, Lucy? Do you see anything interesting? Any pattern or anything that you maybe wouldn't have noticed?
I see a picture of my mom in her wedding dress and a chair and an outlet.
Very good. So this activity is supposed to help you tune in and look at what's really right in front of you. All right. And so what we want to do is we want to think now big picture. This is small picture, but we want to think big picture. So come on up to your bum now, and let's find our boat pose. All right. So we're going to work our find your sit, all right, in the mat, and then lean and work your boat, okay? And now think big picture. Think about everything and everyone being in the boat. The earth has all kinds of animals and plants and factories and buildings and schools and people, and everything is here, right? Not just the few things that you noticed when you were looking down at the space in front of you. All right, pull the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug. And then take the hands behind you and do some little ocean waves.
So if you take the pictures off the background, he needs to be able to see her.
I see Lucy Goosey.
Yeah, she don't know how to do it.
Yes, he does.
All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have a conversation with the Onceler, and we're going to figure out what we can do he's going to tell us the whole story about the Lorax, right? So we're going to go to the Onceler, and so we're going to get on the Whisper My Phone, okay? So for Whisper My Phone, take a foot, and you can take the other foot long, or you can keep it bent, however you'd like to work it. And we're going to, you can rock it here, or you can take with your big toe, you can take it up to your ear and get on your telephone. All right, and listen to the Onceler. The Onceler's voice, I like the way that they describe his voice. They say it's all gurgly. Let's see. He's got a grooveless glove. And he says, I will call you on my Whisper My Phone and tell you the secrets. All right, he's got a snurgly hose. It sounds as if he has smallish bees up his nose. All right, work your telephone on the other side. So and again, you can just lift it here and wobble it, or you can lift it here and wobble it. Sometimes in yoga, we call this rocking the baby. All right, when you hold it in that elbow crease. All right, or you can take your phone by grabbing onto the big toes and take it up to your ear. All righty. Now you can put your phone down and let's tell the story. All right, so the next part of the story is the Truffula Trees. So you know how to be a tree with your body. Come on up nice and tall. And find where you want to work your tree today. You grow roots into the ground, and then you park this foot wherever you want to park it. And today I want to introduce a new variation. You can actually take this and put it in the hip crease if you want to, and then raise a branch. That's another way to do tree pose. All right, the Truffula trees are all pretty colors, and they have those colorful tufts. All right, take the other foot and grow roots into the floor, and then work this tree where you want to work it, knowing that new where you want to do trees here. That's another way to get tree pose done.
I think she does.
Cool.
All right, and what does the Onceler want to do with these Truffula trees? Do you remember?
He wants to chop them down.
He does. So what we're going to do next is the wood chopping breath. So what we're going to do is take your legs wide. Take your legs wide like you're the volcano, but this time bring the arms up overhead. Breathe and then exhale and all right, and then chop and see if you can chop.
You know how to.
And exhale. And breathe in, reach high, and exhale. All right, and so he wants to chop down the Truffula tree, so he builds factories. So take one foot to set up for triangle out to the side. Take the arms out like you're crossing the capital letter T. Kick your hip away, reach over and down and up and build a factory. Onceler to process the Truffula trees. And do you remember what he makes in his factories?
A sweater?
Yeah, and he calls it a thneed. T-H-N, T-H-N-E-A-D, a thneed. Everyone needs a thneed. But if you look at the pictures really carefully, it doesn't look like anybody could actually put it on, does it? All right, come on up and let's work our triangle on the other side. So toes go on the railroad tracks. And you take your foot out to the side, pony toe this way, flat foot that way. All right, reach the arm up, reach over, and down. All right, we build this factory. And he invites all his family to come and help him create these needs that everyone needs. Breathing in, breathing out as you open up your chest, and as you strengthen. All right, come on up. All right, and let's be a thneed now. All right, to be a thneed, we're going to try to tie you up in a knot. All right, so let me show you the picture of the thneed. There's the factory. All right, here's a thneed. Everyone needs a thneed. You remember that? And then there's the factory that we built. That was our triangle pose, where everybody's knitting the thneeds. All right, so to be a thneed with your body, what you're going to do is you're going to come up on your knees and take one knee a little forward than the other, and then you're going to bring that foot up. All right, now the other hand is going to come to the back of the head. And then maybe, actually this knee needs to be back. I got my knees backwards there. Because the idea is to reach around, and if you can bring the feet together and the foot in the crook of the hand. And I have my belt here somewhere where you could make it work. Let me find my belt. You can use like a strap, a yoga strap, or you can use a belt or a necktie. All right, so one knee's forward, one knee's back. That bends, all right? And the idea is you're stretching and reaching together, and sometimes a strap can help you get her done. So there's our thneed, a thneed that everyone needs. All right, unfurl, uncurl, give a little wiggle jiggle because you were really opening up the body. Just try that and try it on the other side. All right, so we're reaching up, we're reaching back. And that may be it, or maybe you can put that in the crook of your hand and reach your hands together. I'll have to send you a picture of Miss Rowe getting that done. There was once upon a time I could get the hands and the feet and everything to work together. All right, now what happens how does the story go as he builds and as he creates more needs? What happens to the critters that live? How does the Lorax come to be? Do you remember? Well, the first animals that are affected are the brown barbaloots. And they can't dance and play anymore because they don't have any food, because the Truffula Trees provided fruit for the brown barbaloots to eat, right? So let's be the brown barbaloots, and to do that, we're going to walk like a bear. So come on up to the edge of your space, fold your body, and reach down to your ankles, okay? And bend the knees if that helps you to get there. And then walk one brown barbaloot foot forward and the other. So a big lumbering brown barbaloot as it walks away. And then you can turn it around and try it the other way as he looks for food to eat. All right. Do you remember who else is affected by the Onceler's work? So there were birds whenever the Onceler arrived. They were called the Swomee Swans. All right, the Swomee Swans, here they are singing. And they can't sing anymore because it's all gloppity glop in the water, right? And the air, the breathe in the air. They can't breathe the air because of the smoke. They can't sing, so they have to go on. Would you like to do a bird today with your hands or with your body? Which would you prefer? What do you think? If we do it with our hands, we'll do a mudra, a yoga for your hands. If we do it with our bodies, we'll stand up and do warrior three. What are you feeling like? Sitting down or standing up?
Standing up.
All right, let's do it. So warrior three is where you take a foot and you grow roots into the floor, and then you lift the back leg up, keep the hips reaching to the floor, and hands can be forward or to the side or back. All right, come on down with that, and then shake it out and try it on the other side. So you grow roots into the floor, and then you lift the leg back as the wings reach forward, or to the side, or back on your Swomee Swan. Looking for a clean air so that it can sing once again. All right, I fell out of mine. Come on out of it gracefully as you can. And then who does that leave? If all the air is yucky, there's no fruit because there's no trees, then the next part of the Lorax story is where the rivers and the ponds are getting all gunked up. And who has to leave next? That's when the humming fish have to find a new place to hum. All right, so do you want to do that with your hands or your body?
Body.
Okay, so we're going to lean back on your space, and we're going to take our hands on under our hips and our elbows. We're going to lean on our elbows. Your legs can be all the way out, or your legs can be soles of the feet together in butterfly. All right, and then your head is going to reach back to the space behind you as you make fishy lips. And that is fish pose. You can also do fish pose with a pillow or your yoga block. I'm going to use a cushion, and you can lay back and reach your head back and make your fishy lips. All right, roll on over and stand up nice and tall, because what happens next is that all the critters are gone, and they chop the very last tree, right? So wood chopper breath one more time. So feet are wide, breathe the arms up, and then ha. All right, and that goes, the last tree goes down, and the Lorax then lifts and goes away. So let's do a halfway lift and lengthen. So we're going to reach down all the way to fourfold, and then come up for halfway lift and lengthen. And remember, he picks up the seat of his pants and he flies away. So work on your halfway lift and lengthen. Breathing in, breathing out. And so the Lorax told the Onceler that unless somebody cares and makes changes, it's not going to get any better. So the Lorax charges the Onceler, who can't figure it out. And so he then figures it out when he tells the story to the little boy, and he hands off some seeds to the little boy to plant more Truffula trees, right? So you've got to be the hero. So here's hero pose. It's warrior two pose, also called that. 1 foot to the side, 1 foot back, flat and sideways, just like when we did triangle. Bend the forward leg and reach the arms out, and make your gaze go over that forward hand. And be the hero. You can do it. You can take care of the world, one small task, one small job at a time. All right, relax your wings, toes on the railroad tracks, and then take the other toe out to the side. My pillow, my cushion is still there. All right, reach your arms out and work your warrior two on this side. What's something that your family does to be green or to take care of the world? What is something that you already do? Does anybody's family give away clothing or take things to Mission Lexington? All right, relax your wings. Come on down to the ground for a seed pose, all right? For seed pose, we're planting the Truffula trees. We're going to take hips to heels and take hands back to the side as we take our forehead down.
Okay. Okay, there we go. You got your phone. Oh, so is that my phone?
All right, so unless somebody makes choices to make changes, the Lorax tells the Onceler that they won't get any better. But the Onceler is hopeful when he gives the seeds to the little boy at the end of the story that there will be change because this little boy can make a difference, right? And he can plant that seed and he can take good care of it, and there can be more truffula trees and that pretty place to live that the Onceler discovered that very long time ago. All right, if your family does things like gives to Mission Lexington and recycles or reuses things, I like to shop at Goodwill and buy clothing there whenever we're not on lockdown. I haven't been shopping in a long time, but I enjoy buying things that somebody else used and enjoyed and then they're ready to get rid of. The price is right for Mrs. Brown and our budget. But things that you do, like just picking up trash and getting trash in the proper places when you're out and about in the world, things like recycling, those are ways we take care of the planet and share some love with the earth. And that's what Earth Day celebrating is all about. So back in April when we had Earth Day celebration, it was the 50th anniversary of that being concerned and really kind of paying attention to environmental issues. And what we need to do, each of us, small choices we can make, like using water bottles over and over again instead of buying plastic water bottles and just using one every day. Then you have a lot of water bottle trash, right? A lot of water bottles to recycle. So if you can use like a container that you can reuse over and over, well then that's one way, one small thing that each of us can do to take care. Can anybody think of anything else before we rest today? Maybe things that you're already doing to take care?
You can recycle plastic bags.
Yes, you can. And what do we do at school? I love that we made those masks. Yeah, that was a really cool way to take something that would be trash and make it into something somebody else could use. Yeah. All right. Well, so twist your bodies, and I'm going to cue Twisted Root today. That's one of my favorites. So lay down, and then we'll be ready to do a rest today. All right, so Twisted Root is when you take legs and cross them, and then you even can double wrap your legs and let legs fall one direction as your arms go out like a crossing that capital letter T, and your gaze goes the opposite. That feels really good to Mrs. Brown, so I hope that's a twist. I even like to pick my shoulders up and get my upper body a little bit less wrinkled, and that feels good. All right, breathe in and breathe your knees high. Uncross your legs, but leave your arms out. And then recross your legs, right? And then let your legs fall the other way as your gaze goes opposite the knees. now we're ready to rest. So if you want to put your legs at the wall, or if you want to lay on your mat, or if you want to just keep knees up, feet wide, whatever feels right for you, you can do any of those choices. I'm going to roll over to my side body and sit up nice and tall and tell you the story of Clean Up Clara. All right, so your eyes may be closed. You feel your body on the where it's touching the ground or the floor in your house, and you feel relaxed and calm. And the breathing is easy. Just let the breath go in and let the breath go out. Breath in, breath out. And in your imagination today, you take a little trip into the woods, and you see this lady that lives in the woods named Clean Up Clara. And Clean Up Clara has a little small house in the woods, and she takes everybody's leftovers and trash and the things that people don't need anymore, whatever people have cleaned up, and she creates, much like the resting mats that we made out of the used grocery bags, she creates blankets and quilts and things that people can use. She's even making masks these days. She makes something new out of other people's junk and makes it beautiful and makes it purposeful and makes it where it keeps other people warm, not only physically, but also their hearts, because they know that somebody is creating and sharing and thinking about them. Now, when you meet Clean Up Clara, it's kind of nice to think about her because she is very kind and very generous, and she can take the things that you don't need, what you don't use anymore, and she can take it and make something good and make something for somebody else. And so it helps you to be a better cleaner-upper, because you know you can give it to Clean Up Clara and she can rework it and make it for somebody else, something that somebody else can use. A blanket, a quilt, a mask.
One thing that I think schools are cool.
You are?
I think it's cool how the people will like pick up garbage at the beach and make sculptures.
Yes, they make art out of it, and that is really fantastic, and it's really fun to look close and see that what it is. Yeah, I agree, Lacey. All right, so we're going to be still and quiet for 1 whole minute, starting right now. And so just breathe in and out, very quiet and very calmly, and think about how you can make something beautiful, like the artist, or like Clean Up Clara, out of something that's not needed anymore.
Yeah.
Is that over?
And now wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and invite movement back into your body. And I hope that you have pleasant and calm feelings now, and feelings that you can get some good work done about taking care of the world. All right, thank you for playing with me today. Let's close with our Namaste song. So we'll take our Namaste hands to the heart and we'll sing, Namaste is what we say.
Namaste, what we say.
To the good in you.
To the good in you.
From the good in me.
From the good in me.
Say namaste.
Namaste.
Every day.
every day.
And the world will live in harmony.
And the world will live in harmony.
Namaste, yogis. Thank you for playing with me today. I'll see you on Thursday. We're going to talk about the 100th anniversary of the American women's right to vote. That should be fun.
Bye.
Bye, Lucy. Bye.